Okay, it looks like I'm live. Okay, so welcome to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys can hear me. Have a weak signal, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, so change of plans. We're not going to talk about images and pictures pertaining to religious things. I'm going to do that in another date. We're going to focus this one on Iraq. Largest flag raised on the right side of Western Mosul, and also 5 day forced vacation, or I call it vacay, whatever you want to call it. Um, and then some other things that you guys have on Facebook and other things that are going on. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. I should have brought up the. Actually, let me bring it up now. Sharing my screen, I can bring it up here. I'm going to bring up the Coinbase so we can check Bitcoin out as well later at the end, and also the altcoins here. Let me bring this up as well. Okay, so hopefully you guys are subscribe to the Eyes Open Media channel. And for those that are new, subscribe to the Eyes Open Media channel, and also subscribe to my main channel, Currency 365, where I give away free Bitcoin and Ethereum, just like Mike does as well on cryptocurrency investing channel. You guys can subscribe to him as well. Shinoden, subscribe to his channel as well. Follow that flow. All right. I will post his videos if he stops cussing. Okay. Some of you guys are probably asking where's Shinoden's videos. I don't mind the rants, but the cussing and all the other stuff. I can't post that stuff. He's free to do whatever he wants. This is his channel, but I can't post things that you guys already know that I don't cuss. I don't condone that. You know what I mean? But people have their own free will to do whatever they want on their channel. So it is what it is, right? Um, let's see here. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is how many people are on here? I know I'm just popping up, so I know I told you guys I was gonna. Oh, 28 people are watching. Wow. I just, I figured some of you guys are at work and stuff, so I like to do this things around like between 2 p.m., 4 p.m. because a lot of you guys are at work, and I just want to pop up, get this thing done, and then move on, right? So I'm not here for you know thousands of people to like me and and all that stuff. Lori says, "Hey, 365 crew." Now this is the Eyes Open Media crew actually, but because a lot of the 360, there is some 365 members on this that have subscribed here, but most of these people, but not a lot. Not if there was a lot, then we would have way more subscribers than we do now. But it's mostly the Eyes Open Media crew, and a lot of them are kind of shy. uh, Juicy says, I'm still at work. Yeah. Okay, so let me share my screen because we're gonna get into this. Uh, we're gonna get into some stuff here. I'm gonna show you guys the video first. Okay, so let me share my screen. Share screen here. Share screen, and then present to everyone. Screen presenter. Okay, so now I'm sharing the screen. And then here we are, as you guys can see. If you guys can now, you guys can't see it. Okay, there you go. Let's start. It's a lag. There is a lag in the video, so maybe like a 3 second lag. So there you guys are. Okay, so now I'm going to, and we're gonna watch this quick video. It says video raise the largest Iraqi flag in the right side of Mosul. Now wait a minute. How is this even? Let me hide this. How is this even possible? Right? What's going on? Why are they raising the largest flag in the right side of Mosul, but the map isn't completed and no one gave a liberation? A body didn't give a liberation. The commanders didn't give a liberation. Iraqi Day didn't even give a liberation. Okay, they didn't tell. Deer didn't tell us nothing. So what's going on? Why would they raise the largest flag in the right side of Mosul? Now let me play this for you guys. So let's see what it is here. Uh, Okay, so you guys just seen that video. Hmm. Why? And they don't give any type of description on why they planted that flag. It just says the Iraqi Federal Police Forces raised the largest Iraqi flag on the right side of the city of Mosul. For what? For, are you calling a liberation? Why? Why are you doing? Why would you raise that? The last time we saw a large flag like this, East Mosul was called the liberation. They called the liberation on East Mosul, but so far they haven't called the liberation on Western, a full liberation on Western Mosul yet. Show any type of full liberation. We'll get the map update tomorrow, most likely, because today is holy day for them, so we don't get any map updates from the Nineveh Command Center. You be raising a flag here, so either we're all being lied to, even with their mainstream media as well. Their Iraqi TV is probably also like Verdict was saying. They might be even lying to us as well, right? Um, let me see. Let me see if you guys are posting here. Okay. Hello. Sorry. Hello. All. Okay. Let's see. Do you think a body is getting ready to announce liberation? I don't know. We don't know. That's what he said, and they just raised the. You see this flag right here? They just raised this huge flag. Okay, so let me go to. I am sharing my screen, so let me get out of this and go to the next, and then I'll come back and answer all the questions if there's any question there. Um, okay, so now we're looking at. Actually, let me. Should I close out this because I don't want this thing to run slow. I don't want, but okay. So let me just close it out. I'm just gonna close. I'm just gonna close out things as I go along. Okay. So let's see here. It says 5-day vacation by force in Iraq. So hold up. So you just raised the largest flag in Western Mosul, and now you're forcing all of Iraq to go on vacation for 5 days. Um, Okay, but it says starting from today, Wednesday. So this was. Wait a minute. How can? Okay, so it's not Thursday. It's not Friday. It says starting. Wait a minute. This is weird. Okay, so this. Okay, this was from yesterday. That's why. So yeah, this was. Okay, so never mind. So this was from yesterday, Thursday, April 20th. But it started on Wednesday. Okay, so this started on Wednesday. I didn't read any of this stuff. I just put it up for, and then I was going to discuss it live, and um, because I didn't pre-read none of this stuff. So okay, so this happened Wednesday, and the article came out Thursday. Okay, and today's Friday. Okay, so I was just wondering. I was like, well, okay, they put up the largest flag, and then they forced vacation. That's crazy. Okay, but this started on Wednesday, so it started today, Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're going to be on forced vacation in Iraq. Okay, and as you can see, There, and also it's on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, you'll see it as well. There's mad people crying, or this whatever this is. I don't know what it is. Some type of shrine or something. It says Shiite Imam uh, Musa al Kahim, whose shrine is located in northern part of the capital. And so they're going to have a 5-day feast or fest or whatever. And everything has stopped in the city, including the football tournament, the soccer tournament. Wow. That's crazy. So security is probably ridiculous. They've shut down main roads and all types of things like that. Closure to main roads, government buildings, and all type. So 5 days vacation, everything's shut down, and this sounds like Maliki. This sounds like what this seems like what Maliki did back in a couple years ago when Abadi was told the world he was going to be raising the value, and he shut down everything, including the CBI for a whole week. So now in Iraq's shutting down for this shrine thing, holiday, or some type of festival or something. So this came out of nowhere. I don't think these people even knew about it. Did, but we didn't know about it. So that's kind of interesting. So just a 5-day vacation by force in Iraq. Can you imagine if Donald Trump told Americans you're now on vacation for 5 days by force? Like we're like, wait a minute, what happened to democracy? What happened to our independence? Like that's weird. Different country, but they're not a democracy yet, though. So they can force the citizens to basically do whatever, which is terrible. But so yeah, imagine being in the USA and your president tells you by force you're off for 5 days and you got to celebrate some type. You got to celebrate some type of shrine or something. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that. I ain't celebrating nothing. Like this is crazy. So now they all have to celebrate this shrine. Move on from there. Where are we gonna go next? Hopefully you guys are seeing the screen. Let me go back to make sure you guys are. Okay, you guys are. Hey, is it a paid holiday too? I don't think so. Um, I don't think it's a paid holiday. A lot of these people don't even work anyways. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Iraqis don't have jobs anyways, so they're free. you know. Um, it says which covered with black flags commemorate the anniversary. So it's the seventh Shiite and part of his life in prison. And he also died. He also was poisoned. He died because of a poison in prison, and 799 A.D. Oh Lord, have mercy. So they still celebrating this. So I don't know what this is all about. That you're gonna force 5 days on people. Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, so Les has here that on the 24-minute 50 mark in this video. Okay, so let's go to that video. And it's okay, 24:50 mark. Okay, I'm just gonna start it where it's at now. Talking about.
I do not see that. I do see a role of getting license with a very effective and
I can't even hear it.
has not been done anywhere. We have no choice. We say that we have no choice. The world of ICC, that is the
Okay, I could barely hear Donald Trump speaking. So I'm pretty sure if I can't hear it, then you guys can't hear it either. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't know what that was all about. Okay, so maybe I lost some connection there. Uh, can you guys still hear me? My signal is very bad. That's probably why. Sounds like they are celebrating the liberation before their body announced. Yeah. Oh, man. Let me Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, so but it looked like looks like I'm not even live on my own broadcast because the signal's so bad. I'm just gonna forget this because it's kicking me off of live. As you can see, that means my signal is bad. So let me move on and get this over with. Donald Trump was talking about getting racist, and with the help of the Italian president, prime minister, and is talking about the region over there. They also talked about Libya and how we can't that we need to help Libya, but we can't help everybody, and so he says that we need to fix Libya and as quick as possible in Iraq and remove ISIS out of Iraq, and then get back to fix the most important thing to do. Okay, so that's what he was talking about there. So let's move on from that. I want to make sure you guys can still hear me. It's going, yeah, let me see, breaking in and out. It's fading a bit. Okay. Yeah, the connection's bad, girls. Like, well, I can't. Let me know if you can hear me. So I'm not talking. So I'm not talking. You are sounding robotic. Signal bad. Yeah, signal is bad. Okay. Let me actually get up here. Let me see if it works better over here. You sound like you're breaking up. Okay. Let me let me wait on it. You sound like you're breaking up. Okay. Let me see. Now, do I sound better or is it the same? You guys gotta let me know. Let me know if I'm sounding better right now. Okay. Yes, we can hear you now. Okay. On So Sarah has here that after WikiLeaks helped Trump defeat Hillary, uh, that's just disgusting. It's Clintons that need to be that belong in prison, uh, not Julian Assad. Okay, so it says here the U.S. prepares charges to seek arrest of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. Okay, that's kind of interesting, and of course Sarah just made it clear here that Donald Trump. Why are you going after the guy that basically helped you get in the office? Because WikiLeaks put out all the information on Hillary Clinton voting for her, and basically made people vote for Trump, right? So you know, hear you right now. Okay, cool. So let me just finish this. So yeah, so kind of weird that Julian that Trump and his administration are going them in office. That's weird. That is very weird. I don't know why they would do that because Trump knows that he's putting out great information. He's not putting out false information now. Even Trump acknowledged WikiLeaks during his campaign and his debate that WikiLeaks is putting out information and Clinton should be in prison, in federal prison. So the fact that now his own administration is going after him, something's not right with the Trump administration any longer. I don't know what's going on. Ever since that his son-in-law stepped into the frame, everything has changed with Trump's administration. So something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right. Something's not right at all. Let's go here. And we gotta pray for the Trump administration that saying that whatever's going on, they get it together because we don't and we move forward, and they accomplish a lot in the next 4 years. And Donald Trump doesn't, they don't remove him, they don't kill him, they don't do any of that, and he's able to do the things he needs to do. Because you guys prayed him in, so let's get him to complete his task and do everything that he needs. Build the wall, create jobs, do everything that he's supposed to do. Okay, so he did do an executive order here, and this is from Eric, I believe. Eric brought this. Let me see. Was this Eric? Yeah, Eric brought this. Okay, so Eric John brought this. It says Financial Services Executive Order and Memorandum. So they did sign that, and then Treasury Steve Mnuchin did a press conference on this, basically a briefing on this, as you guys can see. And he talked about that. He also talked about at the end here, let me see what he talked about. He says, okay, they said on the difficulty of doing the tax reforms and the healthcare repeal. And Steve Mnuchin said that the president wants healthcare done, and he wants to get tax done, the taxes done as well, the tax reform as well. And hopefully we'll get that done and both done soon. But we're going to get the tax done. Thank you very much. Somebody says, is there a timeline on for that now? A new timeline? Mnuchin says, as I said yesterday, soon. And there was a laughter, and that ended the briefing. Okay, so the briefing was over there. Iraq calls on Germany to release frozen funds. So here, Jafari, the foreign minister of Iraq, Jafari, going around demanding frozen funds to be released. Remember, he was in Switzerland, and he demanded the Swiss government to release the frozen funds of Iraq. These people are loaded, and this is why I keep telling you guys: the IMF needs to stop doing things with Iraq, saying we're going to be releasing $4.5 billion, releasing $18 billion. The World Bank's going to be releasing $10 billion to Iraq for liberation areas. No, cut it out. These people are, and I mean loaded, okay? And they just announced just the other day, well, not the other day, but 3 months ago, about 300 billion barrels in reserves of oil. And you want to give money? Excuse me, these people are loaded, okay? Let them use their own money. Let them put value to their own currency, and let them remove the restrictions and get their people purchasing power and go back into the international world. Like, stop babysitting these people. So as you can see, Jabari called for the launch of frozen funds in Germany to be released. And I told you guys, these guys have frozen funds all over the world. These people are loaded. Anybody that says Iraq is broke doesn't know Iraq, or doesn't care, or doesn't believe in any type of investment in Iraq, or just plain out hate, is a hater. These people are loaded, and everybody knows this. Okay, and you can imagine all of the countries that are dying to come in. But they Japan just said the other day, right? We're scared that our money that we're giving them could be used for terrorism, or it could be used for corruption, because they haven't dealt with the corruption yet. So I don't know. Let me make sure I'm still live. That's what I'm saying, Shirley. Okay, so Shirley, Prophet Shirley's on here. Okay. Let's see. That's how rich people get rich. They take all they can get. Yeah, they do. They keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking until somebody like me steps in and says, "No money, you're loaded." Okay, so let's move on to the next article here, or the next thing. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. And I know Prophetess Solomon mentioned this the other day, and then Prophet Shirley mentioned it to me yesterday. So yeah, and a couple of you guys were actually talking about this as well, about the Democrats and try to basically they're trying to invoke this 25th Amendment to remove Donald Trump from office. Okay, it's at the I think it reached the Senate or the House of Representatives, and they're supposed to vote on it. This is weird that this it even got to the House or the Senate. I don't know which one it got to. The Republicans run the government, right? They run Congress, so this should never be able to be passed, regardless, right? The Democrats can bring it to the Senate or to the House or to the floor, but because the Republicans actually control, the Congress, this should not ever get passed, right? You would think. Well, then you got some traitors like McCain and others, and the Vice President Pence, who's not really for Donald Trump. He's really uh, a globalist, not a nationalist. And so if you're listening, you're definitely not for Trump. So he's playing his role. He's pretending to be what he is. And I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, Pence is he's holy and he talks about God." But that man ain't who he is. He ain't who he is. I've heard it from several different prophets. So that's definitely clear now. He's definitely. I heard it from my decoder teacher. He's not who he is, and he even broke it down in codes. So that told me right there. I think he is is he a Jesuit? What is he? What is Pence? Somebody in the comment section. He's fishy eyed. Paul Ryan is a sellout. Yeah, well, they're all bad, aren't they? And they're all around Donald Trump. So we need to pray for Donald Trump. We got to pray for Donald Trump so that he don't become one of them, right? And he don't turn on everybody. Okay, so I think Pence is a Jesuit, but I could be wrong. But anyways, let's move on. So they have this 25th Amendment. They haven't showed you on mainstream media yet. Isn't that interesting? So the Democrats bring up this 25th Amendment, and they're going to bring it up to the House or the Senate to see if they can get it passed, where they can actually get together. I guess for people and vote Donald Trump out of office and replace him with either a previous president like Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, or any of the previous presidents or vice presidents, or they can replace them with the vice president that's now, which is Pence. Or if they feel that Pence can't do the job, they can put Paul Ryan in there. So this is what they're bringing up, and this is not on mainstream media. You have not seen this on mainstream media. You haven't even seen this on a lot of the big networks on YouTube yet. So maybe you'll see it starting today or tomorrow, but over the weekend as people start spreading the word here. So yeah, this is pretty interesting, and the fact that they even want to bring this up to the House or the Senate floor is kind of embarrassing. They want to remove this guy as quick as possible. Okay, and they're going to try to use this 25th Amendment to remove Donald Trump from office, and it's not on the mainstream media because why would they tell you? Because you'll probably protest against it. So they want to keep it on a hush to see if it gets passed, and if it gets passed, then they can vote Donald Trump out, and then put in whoever an ex-president. They can bring back Barack Obama, and wouldn't that fulfill a lot of the prophecies? Or goes extra longer. Now, of course, we prayed against that, and God said, "I got you." You know what I mean? So we prayed against that. That's why Obama didn't stay any longer, because we all prayed against that. We had thousands and thousands of people, actually millions of people, praying against that, and that thing spread like fire. And one of the first places you heard it from was Prophet Solomon and me, and some of the other people online, like I think Dabu Seven had it, and other people. And I don't follow Dabu Seven anymore, but you guys remember Dabu Seven was part of the Eyes of Immediate crew members back in the day, years ago, until God told us that he was part of a secret society and that was going to come out at some point in the future, so stay away. So we did. But Dabu 7, I know Eric John posted some, of course, he got the inside track. So, and it's always going to be eyes open. Okay? So, as you guys know, this is Eyes Open Media, and Dabu eyes open, right? So, it's still going to be that regardless, right? So, because he puts out great information, even though he is a secret society member. It seems like it's information. Like to be an Alex Jones or a Dabu 7, you gotta be part of a secret society, or you gotta be down with the Zionists. And then of course you gotta act your way, like Alex Jones, as his personal lawyer says. Alex Jones has been acting the whole time. And I even brought you some clips of Alex and then saying, I apologize. he'll go off in a tangent and then say, I'm sorry. Like it's like I was just looking at it comical. Like this can't be real, and some of you guys said the same thing, right? So okay, so we need to pray about this because this can't happen. The 25th Amendment to remove Donald Trump from office, that can't get passed. And it shouldn't, because Congress is run by the Republicans. Now, if the Republicans do pass it, then we already know we got some evil Republicans, Here, so let's go here, and before I come back to the live stream YouTube side to see what you guys are saying. Let's go down here. Saudi Arabia switches to BRICS alliance in response to the U.S. Congress 9/11 blackmail. I haven't heard anything about that, so I'm not sure if this is true or not. So this might be. I haven't heard anything about it yet. I don't know. Trump hasn't spoke about this either, so I don't know. So this might be the first time hearing it. It says geopolitical politics. I mean geopolitics.co or com. I don't know. Anyways, this is big. Yeah, it is big. If this is true, then that is big. Anything from Putin. Now it says here in the article that Putin is going to help Saudi Arabia out and bring them aboard the BRICS, but I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard Putin actually make a statement about it yet. Maybe if you guys have, you'll post it underneath the video, of course. Let's see here, or you'll just say it in the chat that you have. Iraq discusses the credit program with the International Monetary Fund. Okay, yeah, they're meeting today. You guys already know that today. It's Friday. Iran and Iraq are both meeting with the IMF and World Bank today. I'm not sure if the World Bank is there or not. They did say the World Bank would be there, but I'm not sure if the World Bank is there. I got 17 minutes on this battery. Lord have mercy. What am I gonna do? Let me see. I'm gonna have to get my charger and move it. So hold on 1 second, because the batteries are gonna be dying here in 17 minutes, and I still haven't even answered questions. So let me plug this in. Okay, so okay, so yeah, so Iran. So Iran. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me because I had to move, and now I'm back on this side. So hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me see here. It should be fine, I think. Okay, so Iran and Iraq are at the are meeting with the IMF today and possibly the World Bank, right? And Iraq's supposed to get some more loans, and Iran is supposed to do something. I don't know what they're doing there, but they're doing some type of monetary shift or some type of something. I don't know. Eric says the global paradigm monetary shift underway, and Iraq is coming along for the ride. Okay. Zero hedge here. Investors panic buy stocks as Trump promises massive cut plan. Hook us up, man, for Iraq investment. That would be awesome if we did, wouldn't it? It would be so awesome. Matter of fact, I think I'm done here. Let me see. Lights hour, huge power outage hit San Francisco. Wow. And Malcolm's birthday. So you guys should say, well, happy birthday to Malcolm. It's Malcolm's birthday. And yep, and he also posted a video of raised the largest flag in Iraq. Let me see what right side means West Mosul. Yes, it does, Hadia. Roger says yes. The right side means Western Mosul. Abadi was walking around freely in Western Mosul a couple days ago, but according to the map, there's 40% still not liberated. I think the map's better than 40%, right? The map's like at 70. The map's probably like 80% now, right? Isn't it 70 some 75 to 80% on the map? I'm not talking about the other map. um, I don't know what this is. Belize accessions in India, Pakistan to SCO make history. I don't make history. I don't know what that is, Eric. I have no clue. I haven't checked it out either. And then also Dominic also posted the video. Okay, cool. Let me see here. Okay, so let me go to Bitcoin here real quick, and we'll do the Bitcoin prices and Ethereum. Then I'm gonna come back. Okay, Bitcoin's at 1252. Ethereum is at 49. Let's look at the altcoins real quick. Let me refresh it because it's been a while. How long have we been on? I don't even know. Let me see. Litecoin is at 11 bucks. Dash is at 70. Ripple Coin's at 3.2. Wow, Ripple Coin was just at 2.8, 0.028. Now it's at 0.32. So I was going to try to get some at if it dropped even lower, but Mike cryptocurrency investing came on and did an update on Ripple Coin and messed it up for me to get some cheapies, which is fine. That's cool. All right, so let me go back to the Hangout here, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And let me go back here and stop sharing my screen. Okay. Okay, so now let's come back. Okay, so now let me see here. Diablo, what is that? Okay, so let me go back up here to see if you guys had any questions before I get out of here. I don't even know how long this thing's been on. I don't know how long we've been on because it doesn't say any timer. I don't have a timer on here. What's how long we've been on this thing? Wow, there's 81 people listening. Goodness gracious, where you guys come from? Okay, so let me see here. Let me see what you guys are saying on here. The truth is not what people in power want out. The truth. Oh, the truth. Okay, yeah. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy? Well, because they're who they worship is the father of lies. You put truth out, they can't stand it. It's not. They can't. It hurts their DNA. It hurts their body. It hurts their soul because their father, the person they worship, Satan, is the father of lies, right? So when your God is a liar, then of course you're not going to want truth out, right? That's what I'm saying. Don't want to use their own. Yeah, they don't want to use their own money. Prophetess. Let's see, Jesuit. He's a Jesuit. Okay, so Pence is a Jesuit. Okay. Um, Vice president would be next in line in succession. Yeah, but that 25th Amendment, they can actually vote for an ex-president or vice president to take over. They don't have to put Pence in there. And I don't think Pence even wants to be president anyways. And you see the way he carries himself? Here, the Speaker of the House. Yeah, I think Paul Ryan would love to be president, wouldn't he? Hello, room. 38 minutes. At least 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Did you talk about Iraq? Yeah, we did. Karen, we talked about I showed a video of the largest flag raised on the right side of Iraq, which is the western side, and I showed the video. It was about about a minute and a half to 2 minute video, and cool. But we're trying to figure out why did that flag go up on the west side of Iraq. West side. Some of you guys are in California right now, right? So what's time in California for you guys? Is it 2 p.m. in California? West Coast time. I think it's 2 p.m. I don't know. um, and so yeah, so we're trying to figure out why they raised the flag in Mosul on the western side, because why would you do that? Because when they raised the when we saw the biggest flag on eastern Mosul raised, it's because the joint operations announced full liberation of eastern Mosul, and a body announced it as well, and then they put up the biggest flag on eastern Mosul. But here we have the biggest flag on the western Mosul, and a body has not announced full liberation of Mosul, and the joint operations commander has not announced full liberation on Western Mosul. So why would they put that flag up and then salute to that flag? Why? So that's why I came on, and I was gonna do a video on something else, but I seen that, and you guys posted it on in the visitor section on Facebook. So live, and we'll talk about that instead. So and it looks like no one, everybody's kind of confused here because we're trying to figure out why would you do that. Okay, it's 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. In the West Coast. Okay, cool. Let me see here. Any comment on the implementation of special drawing rights by the IMF, replacing the USD as backing currency, beginning of USD downfall? The USD is back. Well, it's already started to replace the USD in big around the world, okay? Like government to government transactions, as you guys can see, in the Eastern world, they don't close things in US dollars as much as they used to. They now do it in SDRs, okay? So, so that's starting, but it's a slow process. The dollar is going to stay strong for a while, but it's a slow process. October 2016 was the beginning of a reset, meaning that the wealth transfer from west to east, okay, and that was the beginning of the transition of the dollar being dominant. It's going to be a slow process, as Breitling told us. Dollar is still going to be strong for a while. Okay, so it's gonna be a slow process before the dollar finally just goes down to where it's basically out of the. But if when a dollar goes down, that means all the paper money is gone. Okay, so the dollar, that means the euro. Remember, the euro has to crash before the dollar crashes. So if the euro doesn't crash anytime soon, then the dollar is nowhere near from crashing, because the dollar is not going nowhere until the euro crashes. Okay, so they have to take the euro down first, and they're doing the elites are doing a good job in Europe, because they're destroying Europe. I can't believe what's going on in Europe. My goodness, there's a terrorist attack in Europe every single day now, and it seems like. Okay, and there's refugees everywhere. They destroying Europe. So they've done a good job in Europe destroying it, and they're going to destroy the European Union. They're destroying Europe's currency. They're destroying the United Kingdom as well. Looks like the Queen is going to be leaving the Earth soon, and a whole bunch of new people are going to be coming out. I hope Le Pen wins in France, because that's going to be like the Donald Trump of over there. Deception earlier today, yeah. But yeah, we don't know what's going on. We don't know. All we know is what our teams are telling us. You know what I mean? From Iraqi day to Adir to you guys to all the guys on my phone, and to all the prophets that I know. That's all I have. And I don't know I don't know what is inside a body's mind. I don't know what's inside of the government of Iraq's mind or anybody else, right? All I know is what we know. That's it, and I put it out to the world. That's all I know. Iceland pegging to the euro doesn't make sense. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all, because the euro is going to go down, down, down. So that's kind of weird that Iceland would do that, unless somebody, unless the president of Iceland is an elitist, then he's willing to crash his own country, right? Because that's what the elitists want to do. They want to crash the country to bring in a new world order. So if they're willing to, they're willing to peg the things that they know are going to crash in the future to bring in a new world order, and that's what they're going to do. They don't care about the citizens losing purchasing power and stuff like that. Why was Iran with Iraq at the meeting of the IMF? Any word from your sources? Well, I mean, Eric was the one who brought it up first. Eric's the one that said, hey, look, Iran's going to be there with these guys, right? So I was thinking to say, I was like, Iran be there. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know why Iran will be there. I know Iran is Iraq's trading partners, but that doesn't mean that they have to be at the meeting. You know what I mean? So that's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. They're buddies. We already, I remember when I listened to Frank and he called Iran and Iraq buddies or something like that. That was a while ago. I don't know. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he's saying now about them. Now I found out about this flag thing. Yeah, prophetess, they put up the biggest flag on the western side of Mosul today, which is kind of weird. And now they're on this 5-day vacation. It started on Wednesday, and it was a forced vacation on the citizens, so that's kind of weird too. That's huge, the Real and the yeah. I think they're gonna. They remember they wanted to change. Oh, that's why they're there. See, running scared. I don't know why you call yourself running scared, man. Change that name, man. Man, you shouldn't be running scared, man. You should be, what I mean. You should have faith. Scared people. We got faith. But anyway, that's a crazy name. So that's why they're there. I just seen that light bulb go off. They're there because Donald Trump and his administration, the IMF, is asking them to change their name back to the Toman. I'll seek God on this. Okay. I'm not even supposed to be talking about Iran. See, you guys always trying to get me in trouble, man. I think they're there because of the name, because the reality is supposed to be the IMF wants them to go back to the Toman. Okay, I think most of the people in that country call it the Toman anyways, but they're supposed to be going back to the Toman, and they might lop it. They might lop it to the Toman and then raise the value from there on to the Toman, maybe increase purchasing power from there. So look out for that. So they might change the name. They already told us they were going to do this. Back in November, December, they said they're going to change the name to the Toman and remove a zero by basically lopping it and then starting around 3,000 to 1. And what did I tell you guys? I told you guys, if that happens, they're copying Iraq, but it's going to go a lot faster. Okay. Remember, Iraq came out at 4,000 to 1 with the when we changed their from the Saddam notes to the notes that they have now. They changed it, and they started out at 4,000 to 1, went to 3,000 to 1, and then went all the way up from 3,001 all the way to 1166. They went back to like 1182. Well, I don't know where they're at now. Whatever the CBI says they're at is where they're at. So it looks like that's what the Toman might do. Lock to 3,000 to 1, and then go from there, and then they'll start to maybe add value from there. Yeah. So no more talking about Iran, please. I'm not. You guys are gonna get me in trouble. Now I'm definitely getting in trouble. God is gonna definitely do something to me while I'm sleeping tonight. I already know it. I can already tell. I need to repent when I get off of this. Okay. Dealing with me when I'm in my sleep. You don't deal with me. That's when I see things. I see things in my sleep. I'm a dreamer. I'm a dream prophet. I guess that's what you got. Like I can't just like Prophet of Solomon. You can ask her stuff like she write to God, and Shirley can do the same thing. Prophet Shirley. I can't do that. So that's their gift. Mine is dream. I can see things in dreams, like dreaming, like especially like taking a nap.
You know, when I take a nap, I can dream like crazy. When I take naps during the day, I dream like crazy about things. It's crazy. Anyways, so let's move on from there. Yeah, Prophet. I will be repenting after 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 this, because they got me talking about a country God told me not to talk about any longer. So I gotta repent. You know, yeah. Um. Anyways, don't piss YouTube off. Okay, let's see. The pipeline done to offer in-country security of oil transport in Iraq. Kurt's happy. Done to offer in-country security of oil transport in Iraq. Yeah, I read something about and oil and stuff like that today. I read it because I went through a whole bunch of stuff this morning, Twitter and other places. So I have no clue. Um, Kurds, yeah, they were talking about doing the oil and gas law next session or whatever, or this session that's coming up right now. Um, uh, Remember Jabari said, "Don't go. No one's going on a holiday until they get some stuff done," and then all of a sudden they have a 5-day forced holiday or vacation. That's kind of weird. And what about the trade agreement with Kuwait? All good. Dead return. Still taking gas. Yeah, I don't know about that. Trade agreements with the Kuwait are good. Yeah, trade agreements with Kuwait are good. Remember, they Kuwait came up there and they signed a bunch of stuff in December, and they got all that stuff done. So trade agreements with Kuwait should be phenomenal. The last thing they need to do is Iraq needs to pay the rest of the reparations, $5 billion or something like that. All they gotta do is pay that back, and they're done. They're done with Kuwait. You know what I mean? And Kuwait can go chill and relax. You know, they're done. And Kuwait's always welcome to come to Iraq and visit. You know, um, they squashed all that stuff at the last meeting, so I think everything is good. Okay, so once again, we are live. It's 76 people still watching, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Once again, we showed the video of the largest flag raised in the right side of Western Mosul, and we also talked about the 5-day forced vacay. The IMF is meeting with both countries, both Iran and the other one, and the Kenneth story says wealth transfer on the April 22nd. In 2017, a man who went to heaven. YouTube clip. What? Yeah, somebody did Prophet Shirley tell me about this yesterday? Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, didn't I post the Kenneth Story video of him saying that the wealth transfer begins in April? But some of you guys have already. I mean, many people have already been seeing wealth transfers in their lives. So I don't know what wealth transfer he's talking about. You know what I mean? It could be it's many things, right? So I'm pretty sure starting last year, many people started seeing a lot of changes in their lives. Some people got better jobs. Some people got bonuses. Some people were able to be debt free and things of that nature. So I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff has been going on. Kind of stories wealth transfer is. Maybe it's a wealth transfer of the releasing of silver and gold prices and making them start to skyrocket. Maybe it's the wealth transfer of Bitcoin that is going to skyrocket. Maybe it's the wealth transfer of something else. Maybe finding gold in California, like his last videos have been, wealth transfer on finding new gold in California. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So maybe it's Iraq as well. It could be Iraq. But I don't know. I don't know. So yep, that's it. So I'm gonna wrap it up here and talk to you guys later, or maybe another. I don't know when I'm gonna be back on here. I'm just gonna continue to just pop up whenever I want. I think that's a lot easier for me than to set a date or a time and then and then not show up. So just popping up randomly works a lot better for me. Wealth is always transferring. Yeah, it is. Wealth is always transferring. And money is always making more money, unless you're black and then you're a consumer and you just spend your money. Because black people, we just spend, spend, spend. We don't make money work for us. We just spend, spend, spend. And the Caucasian people and the Asians definitely know how to make money work for them, and that's what black people need to know how to do. And Puerto Ricans and Cubans and stuff, right? Uh, so, anyways, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think about the largest flag being raised in the right side of Mosul without any notification from a body or the commander. And Prophet Shirley says, "Stay in prayer." Yeah, we need to stay in prayer. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, John, for all you do. Appreciate it. Running scared. I rebuke that running scared. Running scared. Lori says, "Any currency." Uh, you know, well, I can't recommend currencies. You know what I mean? Because that's where your wealth manager or your financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor or a wealth manager, so I can't recommend currencies. I can only tell you guys the ones we're studying. So we're studying South Korea, we're studying Indonesia, we're studying Vietnam, we're studying Iraq, Iran, and what is the other one we're studying? Vietnam, if I haven't said that already. Okay, so those are the ones we're studying, and I know some people are studying. I know some people are studying Egypt. I don't know too much about Egypt. Some people are studying Egypt and Mexico, but and then also some people are studying Canada as well. But I think Canada is going to basically have basically Canada's economy is going to skyrocket because that prime minister of theirs is a New World Order prime minister and a globalist. And so they're going to reward him for bringing in refugees and being part of the New World Order. And they're going to prop up Canada's economy because of it, I believe. Yeah, my neighbor keeps asking me about the dong. Yeah. Venezuela. Yeah, Venezuela is in terrible condition. The only reason why a lot of people are alive in Venezuela is because of Bitcoin. So when people talk bad about Bitcoin, I say go look at Venezuela, because Venezuela and places in Africa and places where in like the Philippines where they have nothing, Bitcoin is why they're surviving. So, and cryptocurrency. So when people talk bad about Bitcoin, I'm like, there's nothing bad about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is keeping people alive. You know what I mean? So it's and same things they're going to be doing for Japan and other places as well. So, anyways, no Egypt. What does that mean, Prophet? Let's see here. Haven't heard India being studied. India. Oh, India rupee. Yeah, that's another. That is a reset. That is one of the reset currencies. Used to. That we say is a reset, but it's there's no such thing as a reset. But when I'm talking about reset, I have a different definition for that. Right? It's just the transfer of wealth going from west to east. So it was India was part of that, the rupee, and that could see some rise. But a lot of the people in India are going to be using Bitcoin. Okay, as India legal tender later this year. Okay, and I know that they had some people saying that they're going to speed it up to try to get India make Bitcoin legal tender in May or June. So Venezuela's kind of screwed. No, well, if they stick with Bitcoin, they'll be okay because they'll be able to do anything they want. I'm going to mention that ZIM. I mean, people have used that ZIM to just destroy lives, like they've done with Iraq as well. So, I mean, you got people with that ZIM, and they're just holding all that. I mean, I would just, me personally, I own none of that Zim, and that's just me. What I've heard from other people is that Zimbabwe is supposed to collapse, right? And what's going to happen is they're going to collapse, remove the U.S. dollar, collapse, and then China is going to come in there and save them but they're going to have to then use a Chinese yuan, renminbi, right? And China's going to do that to a lot of countries in the future. These countries are going to collapse. China's going to save them, and then they're going to have to use the Chinese yuan. And that's how Chinese yuan is going to come in to, that's how China's going to come into these countries and start ruling these countries in Africa and the south of the equator. Remember, I told you guys that Russia is going to own a lot of the countries, or is going to control a lot of the equator, and China is going to control a lot of the countries south of the equator in the future. How that's going to happen? Countries are going to unpeg from the dollar, or and then the countries are going to collapse, and then China is going to come in and save these countries by giving loans, but they're going to have to use the Chinese yuan, point blank, and that's how they're going to do it. Okay, and then up north the equator, Russia is going to just bully people with military with military power. Ain't nobody trying to use the Russian ruble. Okay, so okay, that's it, because I can talk forever, and I know you guys can too. Emerging markets is a better term than reset at this point, in my opinion. Yeah, that is true. Plus, God said, yes, that's what I've heard from people, prophetess, about the Zim. So it is crazy. Well, here's a good thing about the Zim, though. The Zim, you can actually make money on it on eBay, because a lot of you guys have holding Zim for a while. You can actually, make your money back and some on eBay. So if you own a lot of Zim, you can actually make a profit on eBay off of it. So, like I said, if I had some Zim, I would just hold it and see what the future holds. You know what I mean? Just see what happens after, Iraq and others come on board. Just see what happens. It might go up 15, 20%, maybe 100%, just because the buzz on, oh, what's next? What's next? You know what I mean? And then you just go from there and okay, so that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later, man. I'm out. I can talk forever, but I'm not. Peace out. Bye. Eyes open.